The stock of the day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. With over 17,000 markets and extended trading hours, turn US earnings season volatility into opportunity. Get started at IG.com.
And the stock of the day is Macquarie Technology Group. This after it revealed that its data center division has entered into an options agreement with a property investment and development firm to acquire a major parcel of land in Sydney. So the site will be used for a new data center campus valued at $240 million. It's expected to support more than 150 megawatts of IT load. The $240 million purchase price is expected to be funded from existing cash reserves and a corporate debt facility, with the development time frame in a few years. So share price is doing well today, up by close to 6%. Gaurav Sodhi from The Intelligent Investor and Mathan Somasundaram from Deep Data Analytics are my guests here today. Gaurav, I'll start with you on Macquarie Technology. So clearly, this data center thematic has been a strong one in market, but boy, they cost a lot of money to get up and going.
That they do. This is a different data center business to a NextDC, though. I mean, we've made this point many times on the show, but make it again because no one seems to get it. But this is not a business that does co-location. Co-location is when you have lots of different clients together in the same place, and you make money by connecting them all together. That's what NextDC does. This Macquarie builds smaller data centers. They get their customers in there, and once they're in there, then they layer service after service on it. So typically, the revenue generated per client will rise tenfold over 10 years as customers stay in these data centers and then just acquire more services from Macquarie. It is a different business model to a typical data center business, and that kind of revenue stickiness and margin expansion explains why the business is so keen to build more data centers. Now, they've signaled this for a long time. I'm a long-term shareholder, I should say. It's a business we've followed for a very long time. They've signaled for a long time that their Macquarie Park data center business, which is where they have the largest existing campus, they've been clocked out of that because of regulations. I think they're trying to limit the amount of power suck that comes out of that region. And so they're looking for a different place to expand. And I'm happy for them to expand. As a shareholder myself, I'm glad that they're looking elsewhere, and I'm happy to back management into further expansion because although I'm cautious about NextDC's expansion, which I think borders on kind of reckless, this one is much more carefully considered, and it shows the difference when you have owners who own 50% of the equity versus good management for NextDC, but probably different style of incentives.
So that's a buy for you?
Buy for me, yeah. This is actually, it's a good price at the moment. I think the valuation at the moment is particularly compelling. So yeah, it's a good opportunity to buy.
Mathan?
Yeah, look, it's near 4-year lows. I still remember the story because a friend of mine, he got into it and he was getting paid. He was working there and he was getting paid in shares. It's probably the best investment he's had because he probably lost money on everything else. And it's funny how that played out. And when he told me where he was working, I said, "Are you kidding?" And the problem was in the early days, because it was low liquidity, you couldn't really play at it. Now it's liquidity is a lot better, and I think it's a really well-run business, has a really good track record, and it's had a decent pullback. So it looks pretty good, and the risk is, as Gaurav said, it's not as risky as NextDC. In that context, I agree on the data center thematic. Mind you, half the management that I know probably don't know what to do with it, but the reality is that's the cycle that's going to play out, and I think these guys do it really well. So I am a fan. I'm actually, today's update is worth looking at. So I am going to be going home and looking at it. I think it's a buy. I think it's an interesting stock. Pity if this came out a week ago, I probably would have looked at this one. But right now, yeah, I think the next update for us, this will be definitely be looked at. I think it's a pretty good play.
2 buys to finish this stock of the day. Big thanks to my guests, Gaurav Sodhi and Mathan Somasundaram.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Turn volatility into opportunity this US earnings season with extended trading hours on over 110 key US shares. Get started at IG.com.